Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to an excited Wrestling Days because I found this picture yesterday. This picture is Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, and The Undertaker. It was taken in 1990 and it shows them in a match for New Japan Pro Wrestling. That is them in a New Japan Pro Wrestling ring. And I never knew that The Undertaker had competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I did a bit of research. I found some more WWE Superstars that competed in New Japan. And that is how we got this video. We already know about the likes of AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Gallows and Anderson, Shinsuke Nakamura. Those are all very obvious ex-New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestlers. But yeah, there's a few on here that might be a surprise. So let's get straight to the list and let's start with The Undertaker. Let me explain what that picture is all about. Now, before The Undertaker was with WWE, he was wrestling for WCW. WCW had a great relationship with New Japan. And as a result, in March of 1990, The Undertaker actually did a 3-week tour of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He went over there with Scott Hall. They were a tag team, and they even competed for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. They went up against Saito and Hashimoto. Sadly, they weren't successful. And also, The Undertaker, when he was in WCW, was competing under the name of Mean Mark Calloway. But when he went to New Japan, he changed his name, and he was Punisher Dice Morgan. How crazy is that? So not only was The Undertaker competing in New Japan, he was doing it under a different name. He had Razor Ramon as his tag team partner, and they had an IWGP Tag Team Championship opportunity. Next on my list, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan first appeared in New Japan in 1980, and he would tour on and off for the next 5 years. He was really big in Japan. He was bigger in Japan in the early 80s than he was in the US. He was also a very different competitor in New Japan. He was much more technical. He's actually a very good wrestler. If you watch WWE, he kind of uses the same moves a lot and does a lot of posing, whereas when he's in New Japan, he's actually quite technically gifted. He is a very good wrestler, a mat-based wrestler, and that's because in New Japan he was encouraged to kind of use that style more. Yeah, he actually won the first IWGP tournament. He defeated Antonio Inoki. He also defended the WWE Championship in a New Japan Pro Wrestling ring. Next, we got Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, who used to be known as the American Dragon. He actually reached the semi-finals of the 2004 Best of the Super Juniors, and even won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships with Christopher Daniels. Number 2 on the list, a lot of you might know this one, but Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar left WWE to try and become an American football player. It didn't work out too well for him. I think he went and tried out for Minnesota Vikings, but it didn't work out, and so he came back to wrestling, but he didn't go back to WWE. He went back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was there that he became the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and even headlined a Tokyo Dome show by defending that championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. And that brings me to number 1 on my list. And this is a big reason why I love this superstar. I do think they could do more with telling his history and his backstory a little more, because what he's already achieved is quite special. And I am talking about Andrade, Cien, Alamas. Andrade used to be known as La Sombra and competed in CMLL, one of Mexico's biggest promotions. La Sombra was one of Mexico's biggest superstars. CMLL also have a great relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and so La Sombra used to compete in all of the New Japan tournaments, but really it was in 2013 when he reached the pinnacle by defeating Shinsuke Nakamura and becoming the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. That was a big moment. And also, not only that, he was a founding member of Los Ingobernables. That was a faction in Mexico that Naito was part of. And then when Naito went back to Japan, he started his own branch of Los Ingobernables called Los Ingobernables de Japón. And so, yeah, that whole faction, everything kind of came from Andrade, Cien, Almas. So really big superstar. And as I said, I really wish WWE would maybe do a little bit more to kind of inform people of that. But still, I really enjoyed looking into this video. There was loads of stuff in there that I did not know before. Let me know of any other superstars that you're aware of that competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling that also competed in WWE. I know there is quite a list, but I just went for like the really big names. I am aware of like Sting as well, but maybe we do a second video. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I see you again next time. Bye for now.